The stars of the World Center of Broadcast Media are rolling through the Guy Dawson Show today. I have my man Danny Vegas in.
Stone Throw!
No. Quan, by the way, is going to be in China.
Quan?
Until December. No, Quan. We're going to be Quanless.
Quanless? Quan is going to China.
Quan is going to China for a very long time.
Shanghai and Shanghai.
Yeah, so I don't know what to do without Quan, but...
Stone's Throw!
And then she took that over to York, and then...
I do it, but I do an underhanded throw. I go, a Stone's Throw!
All right. Yeah, so Danny Vegas and I have been good friends for many years, and he is a networking guru, a marketing guy, and we always have a lot to talk about. We also work together on the radio show that I do over on K9 720 AM. You covered it. Man, you did a great job this week,
I'm always so worried that you're listening. You're like,
I was listening.
You forgot to say this, and you forgot to say that.
No,
we were making, what's so interesting is that radio show of yours, I mean, you send me the stuff before the show, and I spread that stuff out, and I'm like, I'm nervous now. Look at all this stuff.
Right, yeah.
We come on here.
Yeah.
There ain't nothing.
Yeah, I know. It's a very different shows. They're very different.
I enjoy going that for you. I know, every once in a while you need me, you call me, and I always like it, and it's because that's where I started, was on the radio, so it's cool. I dig it.
Yeah, Danny does a great job. And the reason why I wanted to bring you in, Danny, is that we just had Barry come on a couple of minutes ago, and he was talking about how to be an effective salesman, and he gave some great tips on how you can really understand your craft, because it's a craft, isn't it, Danny?
It is an amazing skill, and Barry has a way about him. I know he might be out there listening, and I don't want to give him a big head or anything.
Not like he does.
A bigger head, I guess. But that guy has the ability to create the sizzle, and that in sales is emotion. That's what sales are. You got to provide a vision that gets people's emotions to a purchase. And that's what any good salesman will say, you that sales are emotion. And he does a great job at it. But I know it is a skill. But it's a skill that can be learned, because there's a lot of great avenues out there to learn sales.
Yeah, there's a great book, actually. It's written by a guy named Blair Singler, and he's a part of the Rich Dad, Poor Dad series.
Right.
It's called Sales Dogs.
Sales Dogs.
And Sales Dogs basically talks about how there are people who have different techniques towards sales. You have certain people that are just very, very aggressive salespeople, and that works for them.
Right.
But for some people, they just can't sell like that. They have more relational ways that they sell. Everyone has a way, but there are basically 4 types of salesmen.
And what's the name of that book? Because that's a great book.
It's called Sales Dogs.
It's Sales Dogs. And it's really hard, I think, and to take someone who's like me, who, when I create something to sell, I create it with so much value that it almost is like a tidal wave, and it just sells itself. Like, you got to be crazy. There's so much stuff here for this price. And so that's the way I tend to do it. But I have found that it's really hard to get someone who does it like me, a little bit more reserved, likes to have a rapport and a relationship, and now try to flip me over into the car salesman mode. I
just
can't
doesn't
do it.
work.
It doesn't work.
You have to be true to yourself, and that was one of the things that Barry was talking about in that last segment. Is you have to know you and the kind of person that you are, and you create your style as a salesman based on who you truly are.
Well, I think, in all honesty, and we deal with a lot of small businesses that love their business, love their product. They believe in it, they live it, they die with it every day, but they can't close a sale. Mm-hmm. So I would look at, if you love your business and you're going to go to the grave with this thing, and you're going to, on your coffin's going to be your brand sticker, I would learn how to close a sale.
Yeah, you gotta ask for the
money. You gotta ask for the money, and so many people are hard to deal with just plain asking for the money at the end. Take the time, learn how to close a deal.
I think a lot of that is really just belief in your product. I think that if you truly believe in it, what it is that you're selling, and like you were saying, you give them so many reasons to purchase from you,
right,
because of the value that you create and what it is that you're selling, that they basically just say, wow, they're just blown away with how much they're getting. And that is one of the techniques of sales, is you have to understand your value. A lot of people in this world don't understand. They have great products. A lot of our friends have really good products, a lot better products than some people who are selling a lot more than them, but they sell a lot more because they believe in themselves, number one, and then they believe in their product.
One thing I have noticed, and I don't know, maybe you have, if you kind of are standing to the side and you're watching someone else sell their product, here's a tip for you. Learn when to shut up. They just keep talking and talking and trying to
talk
sell
yourself
this
out
product,
of a sale.
and you literally talk yourself out of a sale. And I have been in where someone's pitching me, and I'm, since I'm kind of aware of what's going on, in my mind I'm thinking, you know what, you could have basically stopped 5 minutes ago and asked me for, okay, let's do this today. Can we do this today? There are buzzwords. There are key phrases that true salesmen always use. But I have literally watched someone just won't be quiet. They just keep going and going and going and going. And it's just like, wow, you are talking yourself right out of this deal.
Yeah, it happens. What happens is you just keep talking, and what the perception is of the person that's buying is that you're not listening to them.
Right.
While you're running your mouth, they know you're not listening. So at this point, you already had them sold.
Right.
And then you just kept talking, and that's just ego.
That's just ego, or what I have found.
Or fear, I guess.
It's fear. It's they're uncomfortable, and they feel like they just have to just vomit out information and just continue tidal waving this stuff. And in reality, you don't need to do that. That's the way I see it. That's what I've seen in the past. And don't think that Guy and I are sitting on cloud nine saying we salesmen of the planet.
It's an ongoing process, but there are certain things that you become sensitive of.
Right.
When you talk to enough people and you present things, and when you hear those buzzwords, what you do is you know how to respond to that, and then you just get to the order.
That's right.
Let's go. What's the next step that we take?
Yep. That a good show that I always give I'm sorry, my hands are dry. I was changing tires today. A good show to watch, The Profit, Tuesday night, 7 o'clock.
I've heard a lot about that show.
That is a great show for small businesses, and you've actually seen him go into a situation to a major brand and ask for a sale. So if that guy can do it, you can do it. Great show. Profit, 7 o'clock, Tuesday nights. I think it's taking a 2-week vacation, coming back like the 11th of November. Google it, watch some episodes.
And this is the level of talent. Anybody out there who might be interested in getting a showdown here at the World Center of Broadcast Media, when you are a part of this network, you have access to people like Barry and Danny and myself, because we are wanting the shows here to be successful. That's because we want this brand to be global the way that it's direction that it's headed.
That's right. That's right.
Thanks for stopping by, Danny.
Hey, man, I'd shake your hand, but I've just been changing tires and my hands are dry.
All right. Well, thank all of you for tuning into this week's edition of the Guy Dawson Show, and take care of yourselves. We'll see you next week.